Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we discuss saxophone, music, working out, stuff that comes up on my mind. And let's talk about working out. Recently I was on YouTube and I saw an Adam Neely video of him talking about his tour with his band Sun Gazer. And there was a moment in that tour where he talked about working out.
Get coffee, go to the gym, get food.
Cool.
Today I will not go to the gym.
Yeah, it's a little hot. On days and in cities where it's not super hot, I'll often go for a run.
And after watching this video, I was thinking, hey, I used to tour a lot. I used to be on the road a ton. It's been many years since I've been doing that, but I've learned a lot more things since then about staying in shape, especially with limited equipment. And so I wanted to talk about those things today. There's a couple of things you want to think about when you're on tour as a touring musician. Two things you need to think about is, one, it's gotta be small. You have limited space. Especially if you're not rolling with a trailer, and even if you are rolling with a trailer, you got gear, you got guitars, you got drums, you got horns, you got all that stuff, and merch. So that's just taking up a ton of space, and you don't want something that takes up a ton of space when you go on the road. You can't take a whole squat rack and a whole bar with you, when you're on the road, a whole barbell. Now, number two is you want it to be lightweight. When you're on tour, you don't want something that's heavy. It's just gonna add more weight to your load, to how much stuff you're gonna be able to take with you when you're driving around, and that's gonna cost more gas, and it's just gonna be more weight to pull. So you want something that's small and lightweight so that you can easily be able to still do things when you're on tour. Here are some tips for you touring musicians or people who are on the road, or if you just want to do this in your home and keep a little minimalistic setup, to 5 levels of how you can stay in shape. Level 1, your body. Your body is a great way to do exercises. You can go on a run. You can do push-ups. You can do squats, lunges, sit-ups, all these great body weight exercises, which is phenomenal to just keep yourself in shape. Jumping jacks, cardiovascular work, simple things that you did in your PE class. Just do something, get your body moving. It's really important. The reason that level 1 is just got to get the basics, but also it's cheap, it's easy, and you can just get started. Now, level 2 is a yoga mat. Now, I don't have a yoga mat. This is just a thick mat, but a yoga mat works great. Why is this the next level? Well, this increases the amount of exercises you can do with your body weight. So, for example, Adam Neely was on tour on a little tiny tour bus, and you think he's gonna have a hotel room to do stuff? Well, what if he wants to do stuff on the floor and you're gonna be on concrete? That's not comfortable. So you got a yoga mat to be able to do push-ups on, you can do sit-ups on it, you can also actually practice some stretching. You actually really want to do some stretching when you're touring because you're sitting long hours or laying long hours depending on your situation, but most of the part, most musicians are in a van and they're sitting. So you want to get that blood flow going, you want to get moving, and so yoga mat is the next best thing you can do just to get yourself flexible and re-energized and out of that tight position, right? So that's level 2, the yoga mat. Level 3. Now this kind of keeps going along with your core and your midsection, and it's a really simple tool, but it works out your abs way better than everything else, and it's an ab roller. Yeah, it looks kind of gimmicky, it looks kind of weird, but you got to use it. You got to try it out because it is the best thing you can do for your abs. This is just a simple one just for level 3, but also I'm trying to get to 5, so we're going to take it. Level 4. This is my favorite level. This is my favorite equipment, and this is a game changer. And I wish I had known this sooner while I was on tour, but now I can tell you what you can do when you're on tour or traveling, because I actually use this when I travel. When I went on vacation with my family a month or so ago, I took this with me. And you know what that equipment is? Resistance bands. And no, they're not the resistance bands that are little tiny tubes that you with little handles, and they're really thin and they look like they don't do much. No. Those are great. Those are great tools that you can use for PT work, for other stuff in general, but I'm talking about thick resistance bands that are like giant rubber bands so that you can add more resistance to your workouts. And so this would have been great, because this is a good way to you can actually increase strength, or just not even increase strength, minimize your strength loss as much as possible. And not only that, you can not have to do 300 push-ups. You can do less. You can do less push-ups and get more work done in a shorter period of time. You can wrap it around your back. You can do push-ups with it, put it on your shoulders and step on it. You can do lunges. You can do squats. You can do so many things. And this is one of my favorite equipments now. It's also easier on the joints. It's also super lightweight, and you can add resistance to your training. You can toss it in a suitcase. It doesn't take up much space, and you can add hundreds of pounds to your workouts, literally, of resistance. So that's level 4. Level 5. This is a thing to use to upgrade your ability to do more exercises with the resistance band. And now level 5 won't work as well as if you're traveling, or you got to put stuff in a suitcase because you got limited space. But if you're touring, you can easily toss this on the side of a door, or toss this next to your gear or your merch or whatever. And that is these 3 items. One is a platform that you can stand on. And the platform I use is actually a cutting board with hockey pucks. And this is really great because it's so small. You can get other platforms that are a little bigger, but when you're touring and when you're on the road, you want to save as much space as possible. So you want to get the platform. You also want to get these hooks. The hooks that I have actually don't have any rotation. Now it looks like there's a brand out there that has rotation, and that's really good for you to go, because when you're trying to do pull stuff and it's stiff, it makes it difficult for like wrist flexion and all that stuff. So, but you want to get the hooks because it helps you be able to do heavier loads if that's something you're interested in when you're doing pulling exercises, right? And then the third final thing of the 5th one is literally, I just have this aluminum or steel rod that I bought from Home Depot, so I'm able to do rows, barbell rows, essentially kind of barbell rows, deadlifts, and do them at increasing weights. Now, those are the 5 levels that I think, and that's like, if you want to keep a simple setup that you can stay in shape, lightweight, that does not take up much space, and your ability to stay in shape as much as possible to maintain, maybe even gain a little strength while you're on the road. So let's just go over it again. We got the 5 levels. We got your body, level 2, a yoga mat, level 3, an ab roller, level 4, resistance bands. And if you want to get extra, double it up. Level 5, stuff to take your resistance bands to an extra level. So if you want me to talk about what kind of workout routines you can do with that equipment, how you can do like a leg routine or upper body routine, leave a comment down below, and please subscribe because there's going to be some more videos coming up. Also, if you want to know where to get some of this equipment, links down below.